ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Remote STEM class with Mr. Dowd. So today we're going to go through and keep working on that Starry Night project. So mine is obviously a Starry Night house. Yours doesn't have to be a house per se. However, on the real Starry Night, which if I look that up, it had a house in it, right? Starry Night. So the real Starry Night, if you look at it, did have like a little church in the background and a whole village, right? So I want to keep using my theme of being a very dark and spooky time. So I'm going to go ahead and do a video on making trees for it. So I'm going to make a couple of kind of pointed trees so they look more spooky, right? So what do you think I should use for it? Should I use a draw tool or the scribble tool? Should I use a cone or a pyramid? I think a pyramid might be the best thing for it. What do you think? So let's go ahead and we'll use the pyramid. I'm going to change it to the color black. Actually, maybe I'll do a light gray. How about maybe a darker gray? Yeah, that looks good. So, what else can we add to it? What looks like the size of a tree? Let's do that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip this around to make it to like that or so. And if I Control C and copy that, Control V, it makes another one. Same thing if I go and use this thing called a mirror tool, which is also the letter M. I can mirror it from this side. It should make the mirror. I'll have to play with that around so I can do another tutorial on that. But anyways, let's go make a spooky looking tree here, huh? Let's add that in there. Let's add that. And we'll spin that around. What do you think? Let's go for a 90-degree. All right. So do that. See, this is all the little tedious parts you don't see me doing during class here. I'm trying to get them all to be grouped together, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't always like to go correctly. All right, let's go ahead and make that a little thinner. Let's extend that out. Let's go to this one, make that a little bit wider that way. So are these not the same color? Ooh. Actually, they are. They're just on the lighter side. All right, let's add another one. Let's copy that. Freeze that up. Shift it off to the side. Alright, so with stuff like this, you can use your imagination going to it. Alright, so let's flip that around again. Let's make that more pointed looking. Alright, so I'll have to ask Mrs. Bloomer. But to me, that looks like a decent spooky tree for being made out of blocks practically. And if I hold down Shift and click all of the blocks, so there's 5 blocks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5. Hold down G. Now I can manipulate the whole tree all at once. Say I want it to be more like this size. Does that look better or worse? I don't know. I think that looks more like a tree. So say I want that tree, right? And I want to make a couple more of them. So instead of going ahead and pulling out another cylinder and adding more, you can just go ahead, Control C that whole thing, copy it, and paste. Now I can also Control Shift Group, ungroup it. I can go ahead and rotate it to make it a little bit different. Okay? Make it a little bit different. Then go ahead and group again.
Hi guys. I hope you enjoyed drawing a portrait in that Cubist style, just like Picasso. So here's Pablo Picasso's Weeping Woman. And I talked to you about how it looks like it's a front view of her face because you can see both eyes. But at the same time, you're seeing her nose and mouth in profile. And that's what makes it that Cubist style. Also, you can see he's got a lot of these lines here that kind of look like geometric shapes. It doesn't look like a realistic face. It's in the Cubist style. So I asked you guys to also make a portrait in that style. I hope you followed along when I made my drawing. After I made that face, I added lines. So the lines give it that look of having some geometric shapes in there, and it also makes the image of the face look fragmented or broken up. It almost looks like it was like on a mirror, and maybe the mirror dropped and cracked. It has that look to it. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do next is, just like we did with the bottle, remember, or whatever your object was for the first project, remember when I asked you to pull some lines and redraw them next to that original line and just pull out the shapes a little bit to make another line next to it? You're going to do that with the face. And that also makes it look like that Cubist style. So you have some extra lines, you're making that shape again in certain spots. Okay, we're going to do it again with that portrait too. So you just want to find a line. So for here, I just made that same shape of that nose again here. I repeated the shape. And I repeated it over there too, if you can see. Okay, I also repeated this line here, the lip and the chin and the neck and the shoulder, and I did it a little bit right here. So you just want to look at your lines and make another line next to it. Up here, you can see I repeated that shape of the hair here. I repeated the shape of the hair here. So you want to start filling your space and fill that composition with lines. You can look, whatever line you have here, make it again. And maybe I'll make this line again here because it looks a little empty there. I feel like it's a little empty here too, so maybe I'll just make this line continue down. Okay? Next, I'd like you guys to add color. If you have colored pencils or crayons or markers, you should be getting them soon. I know they're going to be giving out some supplies. So if you have them, I would really like to see you add some vibrant colors, similar to how Picasso made a weeping woman. Oh, so sad. I hope she's going to be okay. So look at those vibrant colors. Vibrant color just means bright color. I'm sure you knew that. Yes? We talked a lot about it before. So it's up to you how you color it in. If you want to use only primary colors, you can. If you want to use only secondary colors, you can. It's up to you. Add some color, make it look amazing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hi Gators. I hope you had an awesome long weekend. I know I did. And I hope you had time to get away from the computer screen and get outside and enjoy some fresh air. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple brownie from the box. Now the biggest problem people have when they bake from a box, or cookies even, is how long to cook them. Sometimes they cook them too long and they burn, or they don't cook them enough. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can tell. So first of all, we need to make the batter. Now with this brownie mix, it says if you want fudge brownies, you use 2 eggs. If you want cake-like brownies, you use 3 eggs. All right, so, and then you use oil and water. Okay. What do you think I should do? Cake-like brownies or fudge-like brownies? I think I'm gonna go with, I usually do fudge-like, but I think this time I'm gonna go with cake-like. So for cake-like brownies, you need 3 eggs. One. Two. Three. Okay. Now we need 1/4 cup of water. So I'm going to use this to measure instead of the other cups. Okay. It's the same thing. It's just looks different. So 1/4 cup of water is just a little bit. Did you ever notice that when you cook, it requires a lot of math? Who knew? So that's 1/4 cup of water. And then you need 1/2 cup of oil. So I'm using this corn oil because it's healthier than vegetable oil. There's lots of oils out there, so you really want to do your research on what's healthier. I actually thought this was, yeah, this is corn oil. All right, so 1/2 cup of oil. Okay. So now we're going to mix it up. So the big thing about making anything, any type of mix like this from a box, is to get all the lumps out. So you want to make sure that it's nice and flat and like smooth. You don't want to have any of the batter that's powdery. You see how it has a lot of powder right now? Right now you're just mixing everything together. It says it takes about 50 strokes. You can count if you want. I'm choosing not to. I'm just going to go by how it looks because I've made them a lot. But basically, I just want everything mixed in so all you see is the chocolate batter. Make sure everything is mixed. You're not going to see any of the egg. You're not going to see any of the powder or the oil or anything. It's going to be nice and smooth. Just like that. So I'm going to use this pan. You can use any pan you want, this size type pan. It says on it you can use a 13 by 9 inch pan, but it's up to you. You can use a glass pan or a like metal pan. All right, you want to make sure you spray it because if you don't, it'll stick. Now you take your batter and you pour it in. Okay. Now, you say, Mrs. Fairburn, why are you making brownies? They're not really good for you. And they're not. But you know what? A sweet treat is okay to have as long as you don't eat the whole pan. Right? It's all about moderation. You can have your chips, you can have your sweets. You just don't want to eat a lot of them. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to smooth it out. This is a perfect size. Make sure you get all the batter in. Okay. I used to bring brownies to school and sell them for cheerleading, when I coached cheerleading, to make money to get the bows. And people used to say, oh, you make the best brownies. It's just from a box. It's not a big deal. You just have to pay attention to what you put in and how long you cook it. So now it's the oven is set at 350 and it says to cook it for, let's see, 21 to 23 minutes. Now, obviously that's kind of a specific amount of time, so I'm gonna have to check it. I can't just set my phone for 25 minutes and assume they're gonna be done. All right, every oven is different. So I'm gonna put these in the oven and I will check back with you and I'll show you how I can tell when they're done. Okay guys, so I just took them out of the oven. It's been about 25 minutes. So how can you tell if they're done? I have a toothpick, but you could also use a fork. You stick them into the middle and you take it out and it's clean. See how there's no batter on it? That means they're done. Now they're gonna cook more in the pan while they're sitting here. You don't want to cut them yet because if you cut them, they'll fall apart. You want to wait for them to cool and then we can cut them. Okay guys, so I've been cooling this for like an hour because I had to run out. So it's nice and cool. I can cut it. See how nice it cuts? There's no like falling apart. So the trick with eating stuff like this is you don't want to eat it all the time. It's just like one of those little treats you can have once in a while to get a chocolate fix. See? Perfect. Okay, so you just have to pay attention. If you use the oven, put a timer on your phone or an alarm so you don't overcook them. And you should be good. Hopefully I get to see you sometime soon in person. Maybe I can make these if we ever get back to normal school and bring them in.
Hey Gators, time for our next theater game. All right, this game, we're gonna combine what we did with face wash, only now we're gonna add a little personality, a little bit of character to it, okay? For this game, you need 2 hats, all right? Last time I asked you to go find a hat and some paper, okay? Hopefully you hold on to those emotions so you don't even have to bother rewriting it. But if you throw them away, that's okay. It takes you 2 seconds to write down an emotion and fold it into a piece of paper. All right? So you're gonna need 1 hat filled with emotions, and you're gonna need 1 hat where you are going to write down a profession, okay? For instance, here I have police officer. Okay, it could be a police officer, a teacher, a firefighter, a business person, a YouTuber, professional athlete, whatever. You're gonna come up with 5 different professions and I'll give you some ideas, okay? For this game, you're gonna have to pull a profession out of the hat, okay? And you're going to have to pull an emotion out of the hat. So I pulled out YouTuber as my first profession. And I also pulled out sad as my emotion. So now I'm gonna have to be a sad YouTuber, all right? And to play this game, you're gonna do it on Flipgrid. Okay, there will be a Flipgrid assignment with this, all right? You'll see exactly what to do on that assignment. Here, I'm gonna give you an example. So I am a sad YouTuber. Oh, just gonna put these in so they don't blow away. All right, I got my wash. Wash it up. Today was a really hard day. I logged on to YouTube and I had 1 view. I worked so hard on that video for 1 person to log on and watch me. There is nothing worse than that feeling inside your chest knowing that nobody loves what you do. Freeze. Now, I'm going to choose a new emotion. My new emotion, disgusted. I'm still a YouTuber. I'm a disgusted YouTuber this time. Ready? Squirt, squirt, squirt. Wash, wash, wash. Ooh. Ugh. Did you really see them copy my video? Are you kidding me? I worked for days on that video, and they just come on, take my ideas, copy them. Ugh, there's nothing worse than that. I can't believe someone stole my idea. Ugh. Okay? So, you can do these characters in many different ways. Again, on Flipgrid, you're going to be asked to do 2 different characters, and that will be explained on the Flipgrid assignment. Can't wait to see your videos, Gators. Great job. Keep them coming.
back to virtual PE. I'm Miss Reedy.
I'm Mr. Amin.
All right, today our scenery is, we're going to stretch with our scenery of inside of a cave. Don't worry, T-Rex won't come get us.
Been a long weekend, so we got to get back at it. Let's get to work.
That's right. Welcome to Tuesday. Let's do this. All right, the first stretch we're going to do is we're going to do some neck rolls, side to side neck stretches. Again, remember every stretch is hold for 30 seconds and 15 each side. Switch. All right, front to back, same thing. And then we're just going to roll around one direction. And we'll roll it back the other direction, and we'll keep alternating that. And then we'll roll our shoulders. Roll forward first. And roll it backwards. Okay, good. All right, this next one, I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see. And we're just going to kind of sit back and arch your chest forward and pull your shoulders back. Relax for a second. We'll do it again. Alright, and we're going to do twist to one side. Ready? Use the back of the chair. And keep this stretch. Switch. If you don't have a chair, you can also do this, all this stuff on the bed, wherever you're sitting. Good. Now we're going to use the side of the chair. We're going to put our hands flat. And we're going to lean forward. And now we're gonna do opposite, we're gonna arch. Good. And my last one is seated. I'm gonna pull our knee up to our chest. Stretch our glutes. In case I was saying the word glute, since the gluteus maximus, it's your butt cheek muscle. And you say glutes for a shortcut nickname. All right, sit down, you're up.
Okay guys, Miss Reedy just gave you a great upper body stretch. So now let's stretch out the lower body. Let's get some legs in, okay? So what first thing I want you to do is put your right foot over your left foot. Keep your legs straight, don't bend your knees, and we're gonna reach and hold as far as you can for 15 seconds. Ready, reach. Up. Okay, now let's switch. Left foot, right foot. Again, and reach and hold, reach. And up. You should be feeling that right in your hamstrings and the back of your legs, okay? Next, let's stretch the inner groin. Let's keep your right foot flat. Let's open up to your left side. And just bend this knee, keep your right leg straight and reach. Get your feet spread apart so you know you're feeling it right in the inside part of your leg. And switch to left foot flat. Reach out to your right. Very good. Okay, let's keep your feet apart. Okay, again, let's get the back of our legs. Let's keep this left leg straight. Reach down as far as you can. If you can reach your toe, that is great. If not, go as far as you can and hold. Very good. Let's go down to your right side. Keep those legs straight. Don't bend your knees. Up. Okay. Next, let's stretch our quads. Here are your quads, front part of your leg. Try to take a little balance. We've done this before. Okay. If you have to grab your ear for balance, that's what you do. Take your left leg, bring it up, and hold. Good. Now let's go to your right side, right leg up. And release. Okay, next, we're going for our upper groin and our Achilles heel, which is in the back. Okay? Put your left leg forward, right leg behind. Keep your right leg straight. Bend this left leg, your left knee, and reach up nice and high. You're good. Switch. Right leg forward, left leg back. Bend that knee and reach nice and high. Good. And stop. Well, there you go, guys. Good stretch today.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.